Oh, geez, this thing. If you guys are joining me, sorry, the camera's taking a little while to adjust. It just flipped up again. Okay, let me just see. Okay, that should be good. Here we go. All right, so I am doing a quick reading before I go outside today. It's really nice out in New York this week. So I'm just going to do an almost personal reading with my Gypsy witch cards. And I'm also going to do a Catherine Meghan update because there was that flower show. Then there was Harry and Meghan putting up all those baby pictures. And there's Piers Morgan is claiming, and I don't know if it's just because he's a negative Nancy or he's bitter. He's claiming that they're in competition with each other. And ooh, Kate and Meghan trying to one-up each other. I don't know if any of that's true. It's to me, honestly, at this point, it's silliness. I don't take it seriously. I think it's funny. So I'll just ask the cards for fun, but first we're going to do the almost personal reading, and then I'm going to get off of here. I'm only going to be on a few minutes, and I'm sorry I'm not going to really read a lot of the comments as you're commenting, but I appreciate it. Thank you guys for coming. Anybody who's showing up. At the end, I'll try to read some of the comments, just because I want to try to get through the reading today, because it's so nice out this week. Okay, so let's see. And yeah, I'm wearing a dress today. I got this from, where the heck did I get it? I think I got it from Rainbow, actually. And it was like a winter sale, even though this is like more of a summery spring dress. It was like used for the winter for some reason. I have no idea why. It's a chain store, and we have a lot of them in New York. Okay, so let's see. You can go to, New York is great because you can go to the Neiman Marcus attic, and then you can go to Rainbow at the same place, and you can mix the stuff together. So it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter where you get things, and you can get things from anywhere here. That is one good thing about New York, although it gets exhausting emotionally living here. But anyways, people ask me where I get my stuff and what it is, so that's why I'm telling you. And the stuff that I wear, like this kind of stuff, if anybody is watching right now that asks this, because I get a lot of emails and comments about this, like, where do you get this? Where do you get that? This stuff, this I had since I was a teenager. It's a Celtic cross. This I made. It's like a piece of black cord with a little stone costume jewelry on it. These are real silver, these two bracelets, and they're, one of them I had since a teenager. The other one my mom gave to me. And then these are just some random bangle bracelets. And then these are like costume hoop earrings. I like big earrings. So a lot of my stuff is mixed together. I have a mixture of real and fake stuff. Same thing with my clothes too. I mix everything together. So to whoever has been asking those questions, I answered them for you if you watch this video later or now. So anyways, let's get to the reading. So almost personal reading. I hope everybody's doing good today, by the way. The camera's a little crooked, but I'm leaving it because I'm not going to spend the whole video adjusting it. And I appreciate all your support and for coming. And I like the fact that the chat usually, knock on wood, stays positive and at least pretty supportive of each other. So I'm using the, again, Gypsy Witch cards for the almost personal reading. They're a little bit of a deviant deck, but I like them because I feel like they're very accurate because they're like 50% positive, 50% negative, when most decks are mostly positive. Let's see. So what's going on for everybody who's watching, who will watch this at any moment in time, etc. So the middle of the situation is the ship. There may be people thinking of traveling or moving somewhere or going on even a vacation. Could also be actually moving. Further commitments, signing contracts, possibly marriage, job contracts is on your mind also. Supporting this is waiting on news, the letter behind the situation in the past. You were looking for recognition for your labors behind the situation as well in the past. You were looking to fulfill your highest aims, maybe literally get married, but also could just be that you were very ambitious to set some milestone in life. It doesn't have to be marriage literally. In front of you, the fish talks about riches. This is really good. Wow. And then the woman indicates probably that there's mostly women watching this. And this is why I like this deck, guys, because it has a lot of negative cards in it. So when you get, we got every single card here is positive. That's really good. And look at the bottom of the deck, good fortune. Okay, so for a lot of people watching right now, wow, this is great. There's so many, like there's so many negative cards in this deck, and every single card that came out is really, really good. Wow, that's excellent. I don't know, maybe it's this Scorpio full moon that changed everything for all of us or something, but something happened because the energy is like 100% good. This is very unusual for this deck, like super unusual. I'm just going to go into the chat for a second. I'm going to try to keep going. Oh, geez. Thunder and lightning storms. Wow. Okay, so yeah, the weather's been kind of weird. We're supposed to have a big thunderstorm later this week. Whoever said, I forgot, I didn't look at the name, that you had a big thunder and lightning storm. We're supposed to get one like on Thursday up in Queens and Brooklyn and Manhattan. Okay, so the middle of the situation is going on a voyage somewhere, possibly to greater riches or money increases due to the voyage. So maybe you've currently been thinking about taking a business trip or a work trip or something, going somewhere, you know, different, maybe exploring, maybe moving somewhere. On your mind is getting married, okay? If it's not getting married, it's solidifying the relationship you're already in, the ring, or it's increasing the commitment that you have to your career, or increasing a more solid commitment to your career through traveling, or maybe changing a different commitment to a different, you know, branch of your career or a different career altogether. Supporting the situation is news of good tidings, the letter. You're going to be getting news soon of some kind of good news. In your past, you were looking for accolades and recognition. The Order, I want to see what it was named. I almost called it the Star. It's called the Order. You were looking for accolades. Maybe you were looking for your highest hopes to be fulfilled. But maybe right now you're realizing maybe it's a good idea for me to either look at other places or actually move to another place. It could indicate just a long vacation. It could indicate going to families. It could to visit, or it could also literally indicate leaving and moving. In the future, if this is done, there is a lot of positivity. The fish is extremely good luck in this deck, emblem of riches, as well as the ship, as well as the letter. I mean, we have 3 cards talking about money increases. And it says if it's near negative cards, though, it foretells disaster, but it's not near any negative cards. So this is really great. Okay, so, and then the lady came out for the future. This is the woman whose fortune is being read. And since most of my subscribers, like 94% are women, I think it's just indicating that, yes, this is for everybody who's watching. And if you are a man who happens to watch this, I don't want to leave you out. It could just be that, you know, some woman that you know that you're associated with might help you to increase your riches, or maybe her riches are going to increase and then it's going to improve your life. Maybe it's your wife or your partner or like a female relative, if you don't date women. And the bottom of the deck, okay, again, flames. Flames next to positive cards indicates that the positive cards will be warmed or increased, like there's a warmth added to it, an increase added to the message. So the good fortune will increase. Middle of the deck is the moon. Again, good fortune, good omen. Look at this. I mean, this is amazing. This is the most positive reading I have ever gotten from this deck ever. And something told me today, I was like, let me use this deck. I know that people don't always want me to use it for like readings that relate to them, personal readings, or the pick a number readings, or the, you know, almost personal readings, because they're like, oh, Naomi, that's scary deck. But it all positive out of this deck. Wow. Really good. So there is a big money increase coming soon for a lot of people who are watching, but the universe is saying somehow a trip or moving is going to be involved in that, because this is the center of the situation and the trip is going on a voyage. So it literally says the ship is a symbol of riches, through travel. When near, it indicates wealth by inheritance, travel, or trade. It also foretells a voyage associated with this. Okay, so there you go. That's the middle of the situation. And let's just, I mean, I almost don't even want to pull out more cards. That was so good. Let's just clarify with the House of Night Oracle and just see what it wants to say about that reading. What does it want to say about the almost personal reading for everybody who's watching? So it's saying when one door closes, another one opens for a reason. You may have been wounded or hurt by something recently or had a letdown, but these riches are coming to you because the Grove is saying this other thing that you were pushing for is not meant for you. And you have to sometimes accept that it's over in order to welcome in those new positive things that want to come in for you from the universe. Maybe you have been lusting after the wrong person or the wrong thing. Lust doesn't just indicate literally people, although, I mean, it looks like it because of what's here. But it also can indicate lusting after money in the wrong place, lusting after a job that's not right for you, lusting after a place that's not right for you anymore, right? Accept that it's time to let the door close and go on to a new chapter. Choosing this card indicates that you are at a wondrous, strong point in your life. Show compassion to yourself and to others. Understand that no one and nothing is perfect. Accept defeat. So I think that what this is saying, because those other cards were so positive, is accept that maybe what you were lusting after isn't for you. There's something better, basically. So now I'm just going to use these cards to do a quick reading on Kate and Meghan. Thank you, Katrina. That's very sweet of you to say. So I'm going to try to look back at the comments at the end. I told you that at the beginning, you guys, and then I turn around and look at them anyways. It's just because I get a little ADD and then I get distracted by the comments and forget what I was saying. So I'm going to try not to, and also too, then I take too long and I don't go out where I had to go until later. So let me just pull out some cards for Catherine and Meghan. So Catherine and Meghan, do they have like a feud like Pierce Morgan claims they do? Which I think, I'm biased, okay? You know what? Every single reader is. If they say otherwise, they're lying. And I'm not talking about anybody in particular. Just anybody who says that. We're all biased. It's if you recognize your bias. My bias is I don't think they have a thing. I don't. And if they do, it's like slight and they don't really talk about it. I don't think that they have a thing like, oh, I hate her. Let me try to one-up her in this post. I think, like I've always said, I think the thing is between the brothers. And the women are just kind of caught in it. The thing as in the discord, the disagreements. So anyways, are Kate and Meghan competing with each other? Can't talk right today. Okay. These cards are nice and small, so I shuffle them well. No, they're not. No, they're not. Like, I mean, again, all positive cards. All right, let's see. So what I am actually seeing, heart of the situation, center of the deck, focusing on their prospective marriages or their current marriages. I don't know if I use the right word. Focusing on their children, marriage. This is the two women's focus, children, marriage. In the past, perhaps there was some kind of dishonesty, some kind of, gossip. The mice can talk about dishonesty and gossip. This is the only negative card that came out here. However, there was overall happiness that followed this. Okay, so because the clover talks about good luck, happiness, etc. If it's near clouds, it indicates chagrin, sadness, negativity, etc. But I mean, this is in the past placement. So perhaps there was talking behind each other's back, gossiping, etc. But right now, in the present situation, good news. The writer talks about good news, probably referring to the baby. The ship, again, talks about wealth, voyage, wealth from voyage, going to new places, doing new things. In their case, they're already wealthy, so it's probably just talking about that they go on those trips and things like that to talk to people. Wine is supporting the situation. It talks about cheerfulness, gaiety, togetherness, camaraderie. I don't see it with them. And in the future, good tidings is the letter. Anchoring talks about anchoring yourself, your placement. I think that's Meghan with the baby. She anchored her placement in the family. The letter is good news coming. An exchange, it's a communication of positivity. So it's probably the women communicate positively with each other. I don't have any negativity between the two of them. I always get it between William and Harry, though. So I'm not getting it, Pierce Morgan. I think you're just bitter because, Pierce, by the way, because Meghan ghosted you. That's my evil laugh. I have to stop. I think that's why. I'm sorry. Oh, thank you. Yeah, guys. It's from Rainbow. It's Roseberry and Illy or Lily. I don't remember. Is it Lily or Illy? Because that's an I, right? With 2 L's. It's from Rainbow. It's like a chain store out in New York. I was telling everybody earlier, I get a lot of these like little dresses, like these loose bohemian ones or the tight ones I wear. They're all from Rainbow, but like my coats and like my blazers and things like that and shoes I get from the higher end stores. That's a good tip, to get things there. I'm sure a lot of you know it's better to get like outerwear and shoes from the higher end stores. You can go to the discount, the attic, Neiman Marcus attic or basement or whatever, Nordstrom, same thing, and get like the outerwear stuff. But like the trendy little, dresses and tops and stuff you can get from like stores like Rainbow or like Macy's, something like that. Anyways, so thanks guys. That's nice of you. Rendezvous Paris, the little cards that gave the positive reading about Kate and Meghan is the Gypsy Witch fortune telling cards. There's no author. You can get them on Amazon for like $8. And then I'm using the Wisdom of the House of Night by PC Cast and Colette Baron Reed. So just give us more clarification on Kate and Meghan. Kate had that recent flower show. Meghan and Harry spammed their Instagram, I heard, with like all these different baby pictures and not baby pictures, wedding pictures and about their wedding celebration, etc., their anniversary. No, I'm not getting a dispute between these two women. This deck also has, see, the reason why I took these 2 decks, this one has darker cards as well. I mean, even the coloring is dark, you can tell. It's more of like a dark, it's not really negative, like the Gypsy fortune telling is more skewed negative. The House of Night is not really negative or positive. It's like, it is what it is type of subtle spiritual energy. I wouldn't say it's positive or negative. This one, I think, is a little bit more skewed negative. That's why it's called Deviant. And it came out with great readings for Kate and Meghan and the almost personal reading. So I feel like it's really accurate what it said today. So what we got for Kate and Meghan to clarify with the secrets of the House of Night is the moon. This means use your intuition when you get that. Fulfillment. Again, they got wine. That talks about celebrating. It talks about togetherness, etc. They got this a second time in a different deck. Warrior is somebody who's just going forward with the confidence to carry out their vision, what they want, and focus. I think they're just each woman in their own way is focused on what they want to portray themselves as within this family, what they want to leave their mark as. I see them, I think the wine represents their togetherness. that they're not best friends, but there's a level of camaraderie that actually the brothers haven't necessarily experienced because of the dispute that they had. And the moon, I think, is my intuitive thought. It's saying that I am correct on this. When I get this card, I think of it as kind of like the high priestess, like whatever you're feeling is probably the correct feeling. Because the moon with the black cat is very similar to that kind of high priestess intuition energy and represents, black cats and witches. And, high priestess is kind of like a witch in herself. So yeah, Pamela, it's funny. I think he needs to let it go. Like the song in Frozen, let it go, let it go. He doesn't know how to let it go. It's kind of funny. It's like, why is he so fixated on it? I was just looking, like, I don't like to base readings off articles, so I didn't really read the article. I just saw the headline of it, and it was like, Pierce says this and this about Kate and Meghan. And I'm just like, oh God, I can only imagine. But I wanted to just ask the simple question, like, do they get along? Do they not get along? Is that true? And not read into the article too much, just so I'm not as biased, but we all are biased. So anyways, yeah, Susan, that might be what it is, that it improves with age. Yeah, that's an interesting metaphor. Yeah, that's what I was saying. He's hurt that Meghan ghosted him. He like really is stuck on that. Isn't he married? Like, what does he care? So yeah, so anyways, let's just see. Is Catherine pregnant? Somebody asked that. I don't think so, but I'll ask. Is she pregnant? That's interesting. What kind of answer is that? Okay, let me take out these ones too then. Is Catherine pregnant? Okay, so there's that. And there's that. The tree indicates all these cards are good. Okay, so we got the stork in the middle of the deck. The tree indicates good health. So that's good. Good health. Stork can indicate children. The marriage, again, the optimism surrounding her marriage, the sun. The moon, again, use your intuition. Differences, focusing on differences. I don't think she is now, but I think that there will be probably one last one. Probably not right now. I'm not getting that it's now. That's just my feeling. Not even what the cards are saying. The cards are supporting that there will be one, though. Especially with so many positive cards and getting that one in the middle of the deck, which is supposed to be like the heart central part of the situation or the meaning of the situation that I asked about. So I think that, yeah, at some point, yes, one last one. Didn't the queen, wait, the queen had 3, didn't she? She didn't have 4. Somebody I felt like had 4. I don't remember. But anyways, so I'm going to finish now. So basically I get, no, these ladies do not hate each other. I don't think they're best friends. I actually always said that. They don't seem like they'd be best friends. They're very too different, I feel like. But I never felt like they hate each other. Maybe there was a tiny bit of, I feel like people always have a little bit of jealousy for certain reasons, but I guess that's the wrong word. Not jealousy, but, well, jealousy, yes, because envy is when it gets ugly. Jealousy is actually just a natural emotion that a lot of people feel. So like, people could be jealous because, you may think my life is so perfect. I'm married with 3 kids, but you get to be single and still have fun. And then the single person's like, I'm sick of being by myself, but you get to be, settle down with somebody. And the person who settled down has a little jealousy on that aspect. That's jealousy. Envy is like that stupid bitch, I can't believe what I'm going to show her. That's envy. So I think everybody has a little bit of natural jealousy, but it's like if people check it or not. So I'm not saying that it's always some fairy tale little fantasy that they've always gotten along so well and like, oh my God, everything's happy. Naomi, like Naomi went off the deep end and she thinks everything's happy all the time. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, like, I just don't get it, and I never really have, that they're envious of each other. Maybe there was a little jealousy with both of them at some point, but not envy, not like really angry competition, like who looks better, you know, or who's a better mother. Yeah, well, so anyways, I'm gonna finish this. Let me see, how long have I been on here for? I have to go. I'm gonna finish this, and thank you guys, everybody who came. If you would like your own reading, go to naomitarot.com. I am still doing readings as listed on the website. If you have any questions, you can email me at naomitarot1199@gmail.com. And I offer life coaching in addition to readings now. And I also offer incantations on money and general love, meaning attract your soulmate to you, attract your partner, not a specific person. So that's what I'm offering now. And that's all I'm really going to do today. So again, thank you for coming. And I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. And I hope you guys enjoy the Elizabeth I reading I'm going to do. I'm not really sure what day I'm going to do that. I might do it. I don't want to say I'm doing it tonight because I'm not sure, but I'm going to pre-record that. I'm not doing that live. The spirit channeling ones, I don't really like doing live because I need to just focus on the energy by myself. So I'll be recording that and putting it up sometime this week. And thanks, guys, for your sweet comments. I appreciate that. I showed it, the outfit, because I do get a lot of questions, as I said earlier in the video, like, oh, is that a shirt? Where'd you get the shirt from? And then they send me emails. Some people send me emails. And so I was like, I'll just show it's a dress and then say where it's from, you know? So, but anyways, thank you guys so much for coming. And I'll talk to you later. And as always, the readings are for entertainment only. Thank you. Bye-bye.